In a small, forgotten town in the Midwest, there stood an old chapel. Locals called it the Widow's Prayer House, but after midnight, they called it something else: the Bride's Resting Place. Jason Miller, a small-time grave robber, thought this would be his last job. He broke into the cemetery that night with nothing but greed in his heart and mud on his hands. Inside the crumbling chapel, he found a coffin, sealed for nearly 50 years. The nameplate read, Evelyn Ross, 1947 to 1975. Jason pried open the lid, and there it was, a bridal gown and a red veil, shimmering, even in the dark. He smiled. "Worth a fortune," he whispered. But as he touched it, a cold wind swept through the room, and somewhere in the shadows, a woman sobbed. Back home, Jason tossed the veil on his table. The fabric looked wet, crimson. He laughed it off, poured himself a drink. But when he looked in the mirror, someone was standing behind him. A woman in red. He turned around. Nothing. Only silence. Only the echo of his own breath. The next morning, he sold the veil to an antique collector, Mrs. Barnes. "Where did you find it?" she asked. Jason lied. "Family heirloom," she smiled. "It's beautiful." That night, Mrs. Barnes draped the veil over her head. She admired herself in the mirror. Then, a single drop of blood fell from the veil onto her neck. The fabric tightened. She tried to scream, but the veil wouldn't let go. In the morning, they found her dead. The veil gone. Jason woke that night. The red veil lay beside him on the bed. He froze. No, I sold you." He threw it across the room, but it folded itself perfectly. In the mirror, fog crept across the glass, and a handprint appeared. Then words, written from the inside. "Where is my gown?" Jason stumbled back, heart pounding like thunder. A whisper drifted through the room. "You took what was mine." The TV turned on by itself. A wedding video. A bride in red. Jason leaned closer. It was her. Evelyn Ross. Her smile was cold, frozen in time. The groom lifted her veil. A gunshot, screams, blood on the lens. Then the bride's lifeless eyes turned toward him and whispered through the static, "You dug me up." Jason fled into the storm, speeding down the empty road. In his rearview mirror, a figure stood in the middle of the lane. The red-veiled bride. He slammed the brakes, but it was too late. The windshield cracked, blood everywhere. But no body. Only the veil, stuck to the glass, dripping. He came back to the chapel, desperate, shaking, soaked in rain. He laid the veil on her coffin. "I'm sorry," he cried. "Please, take it back." For a moment, silence. Peace. Then, a pale hand grabbed his wrist. Her eyes opened, hollow, endless. "You can't return what's already cursed." The coffin slammed shut. His screams echoed through the chapel. At dawn, the sheriff arrived, found the coffin closed, a red veil lying neatly across it, blood dripping from the edge. He sighed, radioed in, "Got another one, same as last year." Beneath the coffin, a pair of eyes stared out from a crack. Jason's eyes, lifeless, still open. They say the red-veiled bride still roams that chapel, waiting for anyone who dares to touch her grave. If you listen closely on a stormy night, you can hear her whisper. Try it on and see what happens. Subscribe now for more horror history, and don't forget to like and share.